8 years ago, 2014, this thing went missing. Australia launched a big search mission. They looked here, they looked there, they couldn't find it. Spending 80 million, which was the majority of what was spent on looking for this thing. But they persevered right up to 2018, at which point $200 million have been blown. The conspiracies abounded, but Australian investigators who led the joint search for flight over 4 years dismissed that theory and have defended their belief that the place's disappearance was due to an accident, even though they've got absolutely zero evidence as to what actually happened. Anyway, that didn't stop 60 Minutes from digging deep. Came with a horrifying conclusion. They actually said that it was suicide. That was actually a theory right when it happened. Anyway, they had to push for a search to blow more taxpayer dollars. A couple of days ago, they're still talking about a new search. Bits and pieces were found. Apparently, two had some numbers that identified it. They were found on the other side of the Indian Ocean. So I don't know whether they intend starting a new search. They didn't bother because aviation's greatest mystery was solved years ago. Now, I recorded audio of the sleuth who solved this mystery years ago, but I lost it amongst all my hard drives before I had a chance to make a video. Anyway, I found it. So for those who want to know what happened, here we go.
Rothschild, he's a strange bird, and you got to be careful what you say about him because he could just lift a finger and have you killed. Like the Malaysian airliner. Okay.
Yep.
That was his project. He had it killed. And what did he want on it?
There was some stock stock in company, was there not?
The name of the company is Freescale. It was a chip. Mm-hmm. It had the most advanced chip in the world. It was for a multi-embedded processor chip. On an embedded multi-processor chip, you have several different functions going on at the same time. Mm-hmm. This Freescale chip was desired by Rothschild because it was the world's best anti-hacking chip. They used it to make anti-hacking software for the best computer systems. And I believe what they did was they directed that entire aircraft to Diego Garcia Air Force Base for the U.S. military. They murdered everybody except the Freescale engineers. And the Freescale engineers are now not paid, but they are processed and managed farm animals doing their work in a warehouse.
Wow, they're slaves is what they are. This is incredible, man. I mean, you could not put this crap in a movie.
It gets better. About 6 or 8 months passed, and then there was suddenly a no-bid purchase of Freescale for $13 billion by Rothschild. Mm-hmm. So they not only murdered the people who owned the patent, they made slaves out of the other engineers, then they bought the company without the opportunity of other companies to bid on it, and $13 billion might have been worth maybe twice or 5 times that. Yeah. But we'll never know, and now it's in the wrong hands.
Jim wasn't the only one onto this. I mean, it was actually pretty well known in the tech world what actually happened. And you couldn't have the world's best anti-hacking chip falling into the wrong hands, other governments, or heaven forbid, the public. And WikiLeaks was already causing problems for the bad guys doing all the hack, and they needed to get that chip. Otherwise, could you imagine the mayhem that might have ensued if they didn't know everything that people were doing? Killing a couple of hundred people, and you've killed loads more than that, so it probably got off lightly losing a plane. This is the only place I haven't looked, and you can pretty well guarantee any searches that they start up again, they're still... just head straight to here. Just go, here's the Freescale employees. They're never going to let that happen. All right, that's it for this one.